Happy to be here. Happy to be here. Let me just get this. Okay, so you may have noticed that I'm tall. Okay, yes, I'm fat also. But I'd way prefer to focus on the metric that doesn't cause diabetes, heart disease, general social disapproval, scared looks when I head to the buffet line, or questions from small children about whether I have a baby in my tummy. But don't get me wrong, obesity is no laughing matter. I went to a dietitian just the other day, and she said she was very concerned about my body mass index. She showed me on a chart. I left feeling very despondent because I have no idea how I'm going to gain 3 feet in height. But being tall is awesome. I just love being the tallest guy in the room. Now, this doesn't happen to me very often, but if there's a chance that there's someone there that's taller than me, the wheels come off a little. I get completely obsessed. If I'm with someone, I discreetly sidle up to the other guy, so my companion can tell me who's tallest. If it's me, I sashay around the room with a smug grin on my face, king of all I survey. If it's the other guy, I slink off feeling dejected, and I look for a short guy. Hi. Always puts the smile right back on my face. I have an 8-year-old daughter, and parenthood is pretty awesome, but one of the worst things about it is having to listen to shitty music all the time and pretend that I like it. I will have a lifelong grudge against 90s songsters, They Might Be Giants, for the musical monstrosity that is the theme to the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, a show that's designed for preschoolers and people with severe brain damage. Hot dog, hot diggity dog, now we've got ears, it's time for cheers. I'd like to shove a little birdhouse up your asses, gentlemen. Frozen, that movie, I know that song, I know every single word to that song, Let It Go. Elsa, I think the cold might bother you if someone tied you to a giant weight and stuck you in the middle of the Arctic Ocean. But you know, those musical misdemeanors pale in comparison to the crime against music that is Kidz Bop Kids. The worst crime against music since Hanson bopped their way to the top of the charts. If you don't have a prepubescent girl in the house, you've probably never heard of these little assholes. And for that you should be truly thankful. But they are a ridiculously chipper bunch of tweens who sing popular songs with all the adult words and concepts edited out. Let me give you an example. In the original song, TikTok, Kesha sings, "Before I leave, brush my teeth with a bottle of Jack." The Kidz Bop Kids sing, "Before I leave, brush my teeth, scrub them nice and clean." Thanks, Mom. Macklemore thought he probably should have washed his thrift shop purchase because it smelled like R. Kelly's sheets. The Kidz Bop Kids, they're baseball cleats. Nice change up, guys. Change up, yeah. I can get the American references occasionally. Yeah. But you know, really, the worst problem with the Kidz Bop Kids, despite the irredeemable crappiness and the craven commercialization, is that some songs shouldn't be sung by 12-year-olds, even if you edit the naughty words out. There's a bunch of Cardi B songs in there, and I don't think it's ever appropriate for a preteen to sing songs about bands, hoes, and fucking. But that's just me. Anyway, you may have noticed that I'm not from around these parts. Happens a lot when I speak. But I was born in merry old England and moved here 20 years ago. Immigrants, we get the job done, okay? But you know, it was a bit confusing when I first came here because There are a lot of words in America that have different meanings. And this caused me some significant problems when I first came here. In America, the word fanny is childish slang for buttocks. In England, a fanny is a vagina! You can imagine my confusion when an American friend told me she'd been on a long bike ride and her fanny was still sore. How the hell were you sitting on the saddle, lady? Staying on the subject of genitals, in England, beavers aren't remotely sexual. In fact, the youngest Girl Scouts are called Beaver Scouts and are led by a grey beaver. I'll leave that to your imagination. To the English, rubbers are used to erase pencil marks. Not here, which explains the strange response I got when, before a test, I told an American classmate I didn't have a rubber and asked if she had a spare I could borrow. And this one is particularly painful. My favorite English dessert has a very weird name. In England, a spotted dick is a delicious raisin pudding served warm with custard. In America, a spotted dick is an excellent reason to make an appointment to see your doctor. I'll leave you with this observation. I was reading an article the other day about the Beckhams, David and Victoria, and I found out an interesting fact about them. Apparently, they named all of their children after the place where they were conceived. Now, that worked out just fine for Brooklyn, but it kind of sucks for Maserati backseat. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You've been a lovely audience. I've been David Parsons. Cheers.